What's up with it, man? I've been trying to film this thing all day, man. I have my son with me. Every time I get on the trying to shoot something, he keeps jumping in it. But anyway, we right to it. We on the I just made 60 days since I laid off, and 60 days since I started this journey. I've always been on this journey. I mean, I've been fat for a minute, but when I decided to hold myself accountable through social media, and because I put it out there, now I have to do it. You know what I mean? So there's no going back. Because I've had the weight go up. I've had it down before. I think I've had it down as low as 200. But then I'll blow right back. I would have a weekend of drinking, and then that week will lead into 2 weeks, and then it just keeps on going. So finally, I just had enough. I think I've always wanted to shoot videos to help people, because this is what I do. When I was like 265, 270, I was watching these YouTube videos, you know what I mean? Trying to get the motivation, I don't know what I was trying to do. Maybe I was trying to find the perfect video that's gonna make me so inspired to fucking lose weight. And when I got laid off and I was going through my personal issue, I did get the motivation. I did get like, okay, man, like it gave me that power, that strength that I needed, but it goes away. And through it going away, luckily, when I use that energy to get habits, I use that, because before any other time, like if I get stressed, I'd be like, man, I need a shot, I need a drink, let me go to the bar. And then it was just, the cycle never, and that's how I ended up blowing up to like 265, 270. That's how I ended up like that. Was just not being able to deal with the stress. Using and sometimes using an excuse like, oh man, I'm stressed, it's been a hard week, let me go get a drink. And that drink leads to alcohol and drugs, and leads to fucking my family looking at me like, man, look at this motherfucker, man. Like, you know, and your family will tell little jokes, you know what I mean? They'll be like, man, look at yo, man, look kind of big. They'll just say some kind of smart remarks, and you're so fat that, you know what I mean, you have no choice but to fucking shrug it off. You know what I mean? Kind of be like, man, whatever. Because, I mean, they ain't lying. Your ass is fat. So, I mean, and if you try to go back, and then, you know what I mean, it leads to other shit, you know what I mean? So basically, I just got tired of being tired, man. And without getting laid off, none of this happens. Because if I don't get laid off, I'm still thinking about all this, still thinking about helping people out, still thinking about YouTubing videos so people can get the inspiration. And with me I'm 42 years old. And I always felt like if there was somebody on there like that's like me, a Polynesian or Samoan, whatever, I can relate to. Because I'm old enough to where there wasn't that many. When I grew up, the only motherfucking Samoan was fucking Junior Seau. That was it. And there was no other Samoans doing all this shit. But seeing him, made it like, man, I think I could do this shit, you know what I mean? And seeing him excel and do what he did. Now there's fucking Polynesians everywhere, on TV, on movies, you know what I mean? So I think that's why I feel the type of way that I feel it. You know, and mostly people and most of my advice is for people like 30 and up. People that are overweight, people that are tired of shit, and are just, you know what I mean? They don't see somebody like them doing it, so sometimes it seems like far-stretched. Like, I don't see too many Polynesian bodybuilders, but when I see one, I'll be like, oh man. It gives me that like, okay, it's possible. I mean, and then there's not that many of them, but the ones I do see, I follow them and I watch them. Sometimes, like when I'm tired, like I don't want to work out, I'll put on like a video of one of them, and then I'll see them, and then I'll be like, man, he can do it, I can do it. And that's what I'm doing. That's what this progression videos are, showing you that if I could do it, and if you know me, you know, like, man, this motherfucker up to no good ass motherfucker. Now he talking about he don't drink, he trying to do it right. Yeah, me. Yeah, that's what we on now. Cause whatever I was doing wasn't working. And like I said before, I was just tired of being tired, you know what I mean? Anyway, so I started off, you know what I mean? I said all that to say that I started off at this time, 230, 231. I'm down to like 211 right now. The first 30 days when I lost most of the weight because of the fasting. The second one, I think I only lost like 3-4 pounds because I went back to the one meal a day. And due to my injuries now, because of my right shoulder, now it's my right shoulder. I got laid off because of my left shoulder. Now it's my right shoulder and my right knee. So because of that, I had to bring the fasting back because I wasn't doing enough workouts or pushing the workouts hard enough to where I could do the one, because I seen the weight creeping back up. So I was like, man, I gotta go back to fasting. And fasting, and if people are wondering like, why you pick fasting, it's because I have an extreme disorder. You know what I mean? Like if I drink, I'm drinking 100%. I'm drinking, man, we're gonna go from beers, we might even go from a Bud Light to a fucking Heineken, and then we get a tequila, and then we, you know what I mean? Then we get in a bag, if you know what that is, you know what I mean? And if you don't, leave it that way. And it just leads on and on, you know what I mean? So back to the progression, you know what I mean? I've learned a lot. I've learned how to make adjustments. Learn, okay, if my shoulders is hurt, do legs. I haven't done upper body like in 4 or 5 days. That's how bad my shoulder is right now. During the whole weekend, I couldn't lift my hand up past my head, my right shoulder past my head. And if you see any of the videos of my boxing, for the past month, I only throw straight punches. I cannot throw a hook for anything. A hook, a body shot, or anything to save my life. It's just so extreme. Matter of fact, my son was acting up yesterday, and I tried to throw a slipper at his ass, and I couldn't even throw the slipper like 3 feet. Like, it was just fucking killing me. So making them adjustments, you know what I mean? And learning, like, okay, it's not going my way, so that doesn't mean it's the end of the world. You know what I mean? Okay, like last week, I wasn't able to, there's 2 days I wasn't able to go to the gym because my son was sick and can't take him to daycare. So I made the adjustments of going, you know what I mean, doing the workouts at home. And I couldn't do upper body, so I was just doing like squats or calf raises or whatever I could. Because you have to get the workout in. You have to get them base hits throughout the day. And the base hits are through your daily habits. You know what I mean? Like my daily habits right now is cold shower. I wake up like at 4, cold shower 4:30, out the house by 5, get my 3 miles, come back, go to the gym. And maybe just depending on how my body feels after that, that's how I'm gonna go on throughout my day. So I learned all those adjustments, and I'm back. And if y'all been watching this, I've given myself to April 1st. I've changed that to April 7th just to give it an even 90 days. I don't know why I picked April 1st, but you know what I mean? I got laid off December 7th, started my journey on December 8th. So I'm gonna do the 90 days on, is it 90 days? Nah, that's even more than 90 days. What the hell, I'm tripping. Well, whatever it is, I'm gonna do it. You know, I'm gonna go back to April 1st. Fuck that. We're going back to April 1st. And the reason was I picked April 1st because when I told my family that if by April 1st you guys don't feel like, yeah, you know what, I would listen to you. But what I mean by that is, like, I've told a lot of these people I want to be a mentor, coach, trainer, all that. But in this area, you have to be presentable. You know what I mean? You can't be some fat ass motherfucker trying to tell, like, yeah, I'm here to train you. So my first thing on what I gotta do is I gotta get as ripped as I can, in the best shape, healthy wise, as I can. And that's just gonna get me the introduction to start to help people. You know what I mean? To get people to start to like, you know what, okay, I'll listen to what this guy says. And that's what so I got to April 1st to get to the best situation. If not, it's back to the hamster wheel. And I mean by hamster wheel, I mean it's back to being a hamster, just on the wheel, going 9 to 5, 9 to 5, 9 to, and there's nothing wrong, man, as long as you're happy with it. I ain't happy with it, so that's why I'm doing this. I'm doing this shit because I like helping people, and I know I can help people. I know, like, and that's one thing I've been kind of disappointed through, is like I haven't come across enough people as I wanted to. I can't, you know, talk to people, you know what I mean, one person here, one person there, but it's like, man, I got so much knowledge to give people, and I could relate it to them in such a way. I'm like, man, I know there's not this many people that are happy with themselves, and if you are, it's good. But I'm just saying, like, I know there are people that are relating to what I'm going through, and then when I think about that, it's like, you know what? It's probably because you've been full of shit for so long. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm doing all these all these workouts and everything I show live and direct. You know what I mean? I show you the day of everything. I could easily just wait till I get ripped and start making videos. But then you won't see the falls. You know what I mean? You won't see me slip up. You won't see me fuck up. That's what makes it relatable. Because all these people that have done any type of this shit have fucked up, they just learned how to get back on the wheel. You know what I mean? Get back on the track. You know what I mean? Like, okay, you fucked up. You know what I mean? Okay, not like, okay, I fucked up. Like, I always been fucked up, or I ate something bad, ate a bag of chips. Now it's like, oh, fuck it, let it all go. You know what I mean? Fuck it, we going crazy. You know what I mean? What that shit on the fucking SpongeBob, you know what I mean? The ice cream song, whatever that shit like that, you know what I mean? So I've learned through all that, and I'm trying to, my mistakes, I'm trying to help you so you will watch it, you know what I mean? Because I'm trying to help you, and by me motivating you, and by you holding me accountable, it's me holding myself accountable. Because I know if I put a video out there talking about, hey man, I'm losing weight, I gotta lose the motherfucking weight. And another thing is, if anybody going through this shit, I want you to, you know what I mean? I want you to make these, you need to make them yourself. And the reason why I had to make it myself is, and why I couldn't just go off like, you know, technically you're supposed to be like, okay, I said I'm gonna lose weight, I'm gonna sit. But the thing is, I didn't believe my own word. My word didn't mean shit to me. Now that I'm getting back in shape, getting my mind right, eating right, now it's more like, okay, if I said it, I said it. I don't really need the social media. But in the beginning, I really needed it. And then now, like, as further along I'm getting into this, it's more like I don't need the social media to be held accountable. Now I'm not all the way there, but I'm getting to the point where, like, I said I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna do it. I don't need anybody, but you know, we're learning as we're going through this. That's why I'm doing this live, and that's why I'm trying to put y'all on game through this. And honestly, I came across fasting and it helped me, and that's why I'm trying to push it. I mean, because it works. Believe me, I've done everything. I've done the keto, I've done the paleo. I mean, I've done all the fucking low carb, high carb, low fat, high fat, carnivore. I've done it all, man. I'm trying to, and I think that's the one thing I'm disappointed with. Like, man, I got something that works. Knowing when you have something that you know it works, and people like, you know what I mean? It ain't jumping like how I thought it was. You know what I mean? And I'm not talking about money. I'm just talking about help. I mean, if I help, when I was coaching the Crocker Fire in the Ring team, I loved helping those kids, man. The way that they just come over and ask me, and how they would soak it up, and you know what I mean, just helping. And I wasn't getting paid for nothing. All that shit was free. I didn't get paid $1 for that shit. And I'd be over there with them 3 hours. You know what I mean? Just time for, like, damn, I gotta go. Because they wanted to learn, they wanted to be taught, and I was willing to do it. So that's why I'm doing all of this, you know what I mean? And hopefully, you know what I mean? And you don't even have to follow me. I mean, if there's a lot of people out there that are doing fasting. Fasting is not a new thing. It's been around for thousands of years. Every major religion does it. So it's nothing new. You know what I mean? It's just people have gone to this whole, like, they trying to push the snacks. They want you to eat snacks. They want your testosterone low. They want young men to be feminine. You know what I mean? They don't want, I mean, they just want you, they want you to be a slave. You know what I mean? When you, as a young man, when you ain't got no testosterone, when you ain't got no go get it in you, you know what I mean? You just stay on the video game. You just sit there, don't do shit. You know what I mean? And it all, you know what I mean? All the little shit that you didn't think was mean something, like the fries. You know, McDonald's fries has over 20 ingredients. How the fuck you have over 20 ingredients in fucking fries? I thought it was just fucking potatoes and salt and oil, you know what I mean? But all of this shit, man, they want you unhealthy. They want you, your mind not right. They don't want you thinking for yourself. They want you to keep eating these poisons and all this shit, you know what I mean? And then and I'm not saying, like, you can't have, like, you know what I mean, here and there, but it's the consistency. You can't have fucking cake every other day and expect, like, man, why am I not losing weight? You know? And that's one of the things that you know what I mean? I know how to give it straight to a motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, hey man, you fucking up, your fat ass ain't doing it right, or whatever I need. And I know it's always been a leader. Like any sport I've done, I've always been, like, you know what I mean, a captain or somebody up there, you know what I mean? And the reason I'm saying that is you gotta talk to people different ways. There was guys that I needed to yell at. You know what I mean? Like, motherfucker, pick your shit up. And I know there was guys that didn't take it well. Like, if I was to go, I'd be like, I had to sit there and be like, hey man, you missed your assignment. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And I gotta give them a pat. I know that. I'm good at reading people and doing that. And like I said before, none of this shit is about money, man. I'm trying to help motherfuckers. You know what I mean? So, man, if y'all need help, if you need somebody to work out with, you need somebody to talk to, man, hit me up. I'm here for you, man. I didn't have nobody to help me. And if I had one of my cousins or somebody that I know, be like, hey, man, I found a way for us to lose weight, healthy, all this. And if you ever need a workout, holler at me. Man, I've been hitting them up. You know what I mean? Being like, hey, man, how you lose on it? But then again, I've been so full of shit for so long. I guess that's why people don't trust me. But you know what I mean? That's my fault. I'm gonna prove it. I'm gonna show the people like, hey, through my actions. I'm gonna show the people through my examples. You know what I mean? By putting up showing my fat ass stomach on fucking Instagram. You know what I mean? It takes a lot for me to put that shit out there. You know what I mean? Because it's still self-conscious. You know what I mean? I know I'm not at where I want to be, but you know what I mean? Like, to put up a picture showing my damn belly, I mean, if you would have told me that a year ago that I would be doing that, I would have been like, hell no, I ain't putting my fucking stomach on. But I'm holding myself accountable. I'm doing what I got to do. You know what I mean? As we go through this progression, I'm going to keep y'all with it. If y'all need that help. And I'm not the type of person, I'm not going to put you on game and try. If I don't know it, I'm going to go find the answer. We going to find the answer. You know what I mean? I want everybody to be a high level. I want all my cousins, I want all my friends to be high level. One thing I've learned, you have to be around high level people, and for you young motherfuckers, you need a mentor. I didn't grow up with my parents, and I didn't think I needed a mentor. You know what I mean? I didn't think I needed that shit. But you know what I mean, now I'm going through it. I wish I would have been into more finding mentors and finding people around me that are of high level. I don't know anybody. So what I need to do is I need to become high level for my people that I care for, so that I can bring them up, and then we can be high level people for all my nephews, my sons, anybody that's growing up under me. Anybody, I mean, male, female, all that shit, you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? I didn't know if I wanted to do this video, but you know what I mean? Now that I'm talking, you know what I mean, spitting these words at y'all. I don't even know why I said it like that, but you know, we on it. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna stop with this shit. And if y'all that watching this, y'all tired of y'all shit, tired of not living up to your fulfillment, you know what I mean? You know your conscience tells you. After you eat something that's bad, your conscience tells you that, man, why'd you eat that? And if you was doing so good, your conscience wouldn't tell you that. Your conscience wouldn't be like, man, you didn't need to eat that goddamn animal fries, motherfucker. Like, you know what I mean? You didn't need all that shit. So, you know what I mean? I'm putting it out here to show you what I mean. I know it's been a long time since I've been on YouTube. I got to get back on the YouTube. All my 14, 13 subscribers. You know what I mean? Any people that are watching, you know what I mean? Just, we on it. I'm here for y'all. Fasting is the way. If you've been like me, where, you know what I mean? Just where the eating just got crazy. I mean, just especially with the COVID. I mean, that's where I initially gained it, because I always, not always, but the past 10 years I've been in shape. COVID came. Now I always ate bad too at the same time, but I always had the boxing or the workouts to even it out. Now the gyms were closed, but I kept the same eating habits, and I blew the fuck up. In one of my videos, YouTube, I talk about, like, you know what I mean, some of the stuff that made me I went through a lot of shit. Like, it was a lot of embarrassment, a lot of fucking, you know what I mean, other stuff. You know what I mean, I talk about it, but this was mostly made for like a progression video, just to progress report y'all, let y'all know how it's going, you know what I mean? And just, I'm on that journey, and I'm here to bring with y'all. I ain't trying to sell y'all shit. I don't want y'all to buy or whatever, man. I'm just trying to help motherfuckers. And by me helping you, you help me, and then we all getting it on. That's what it's all about. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? If you feel like you that person, hit me. Even if you're doing good, man, hit me. You know what I mean? If you feel like, man, I just need somebody to talk to, hit me. I'm here, man. That's what we changing the whole 24, man. The 2024 ain't about me no more. You know what I mean? It's about us. It's about the families, about people that are around me. I'm like I tell my son all the time, I'm closer to death than I am to life. So this second part of my life, I gotta make it fucking count. I gotta make this shit count so bad. And the people are gonna remember me by helping them. People ain't gonna remember what I did or if I helped them out or no, that shit out the way, man. What they gonna remember when I die, when I'm 6 feet deep, is like, man, that motherfucker helped me when I needed it. He came through. You know what I mean? This motherfucker, out of all the motherfuckers that was the bottom of the barrel, motherfucker, you know what I mean? Like I said in my other video, professional POS, professional piece of shit. And I ain't gonna lie, I was that motherfucker. And I'm still climbing out of that hole, you know what I mean? I'm still trying to get better with it, you know what I mean? That's why lately, if I come across somebody with bad energy, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? It's because I'm so new to this that I can't even take on other people's bad energy. And that doesn't mean that I'm always gonna be like that. I will change that. I will, cause you're not gonna always you're gonna come across more people in bad situations that you are in good situations. But I have to get myself right before I can get other people right that are not on that same path. You can't always like, okay, this person is not on my path and kick them out. Like, ah, man, get the fuck away from me. It can't be like that. But you have to get yourself right before you can get another person right. You know what I mean? It's 2024. It ain't about me no more. You know what I mean? It's about us. So let's get it. I got my progress. Lights went out, so we out.